Good morning, students. This is the fourth video of the chapter Nazism and the Rise of Hitler. And in this particular video, we'll try to understand how Hitler emerged as a very powerful man or dictator in Germany. So let us discuss his life sketch. Hitler was born in Austria in 1889. Thereafter, he joined forces in Germany, and finally in the First World War or during the First World War he earned many medals for bravery. He was really very brave soldier, but finally the Germany lost in the war. I mean to say, the Germany got defeated in the First World War, and this horrified him because he fought in a very brilliant way in the war, and finally the Germany was not the winner. So this created lot of pain in his heart. Now, after that, we all know that Weimar Republic made a treaty. That treaty was known as Treaty of Versailles, and it was a very shameful treaty. It was considered a very painful treaty for the German people, and this treaty also hurt a lot to Hitler. He joined the German Workers' Party and renamed it as National Socialist German Workers' Party. Finally, he left the army and he formed his own political party. He joined first of all a political party, and thereafter he renamed it as Nazi Party. So now Nazi Party developed as a party of Hitler. Nazism became the mass movement only during the Great Depression, and when the Great Depression was going on at the time, it raised various points that finally criticized the government. So this is how this party became popular over the time, and it criticized the government of that time. Nazi propaganda stirred hopes of a better future. Now when Nazi came in power, they raised the voice that when they will win the power or when they will come in power, they will turn or they will go for better future. They tried to paint a negative picture of the present government, and they tried to present a futuristic view of Germany. And at the time, the Hitler became more powerful and effective speaker. He promised the people a strong nation where all could get employment. The most important drawback of that time, or most important, you can say, the problem was going on at the time, it was the unemployment problem. And here Hitler promised his people that he will bring back the employment opportunities to young people. He also included various types of symbols or methods in his politics in order to attract people towards his party. We can see in this picture he used different types of symbols, right? Red swastika was there in order to create an aura, in order to create a magic among the people. Hitler understood the significance of rituals or symbols, and that is why he used red swastika, banners, pamphlets, rituals, and after that he tried to convince people towards his party. And finally, the Nazi party also projected him as a Messiah or as a savior, the person who could bring justice to the country. Finally, when the Weimar Republic president heard this, he offered chancellorship to Hitler, because they understood that if Hitler will not get the chancellorship, maybe he will become powerful than Weimar Republic. So this is how Hitler accepted the chancellorship. Finally, we can see here Hindenburg and Hitler are sitting together and they are moving across the city of Germany. And over the time, Hitler achieved the highest position in the cabinet of ministers on 30th of January 1933. And finally, he was ready to dismantle the democratic rule in Germany. And all of a sudden, in 1933, a fire broke out, and because of that, Hitler got the opportunity to suspend civic right of people. So he suspended the right of speech, press and assembly. And finally, now the power was in the hand of Hitler, his political party. Thereafter, he targeted his most dangerous enemy of that time. They were the communists. So communists were hurriedly packed off, and they were transported to the newly concentration camps. So finally, first of all, he targeted his first army. After that, all the political parties were banned, and special surveillances and security forces were created by the Hitler to control all the enemies or all the political parties. Finally, a parliament was there in which a special act was passed that was known as Enabling Act in 1933, and this gave ultimate power to the Hitler, and finally the dictatorship was established in Germany. So it is a very interesting thing that dictatorship was established through parliamentary process. Now after that he tried to control entire enemies as well as his opponents, and for that he established many police forces also, like he formed Gestapo, SS and SA. These were the special police forces. They were very cruel person who were recruited by Hitler in order to control all the people there. The regular police in green uniform were there, and the SA or the stormtroopers were the really existing police forces. Apart from that, Gestapo was the secret police, SS was the special squad, police squad was there, and criminal police was also there, and apart from that SD. So SA, SD, SS, these were the special groups or special police forces. Those were created by the Hitler in order to curb his enemies or his political opponents. So this is how Hitler finally controlled the opposing voices that were rising at the time against him. So this is all about in this video.